Hello, everyone. Good day from Australia. Welcome, and yes, welcome into our live stream, a very special live stream and video today. We actually have a very special guest with the mission is having completed from the last meeting, so we continue it now with the second live stream here to everyone. Yes, guess what? We have an amazing man coming back again. But for that, let enjoy the music. Let enjoy share this video around. We are actually going to do the Q&A today with our brother, our captain. So let's share the video around, and then we will come back with our captain. Okay. So keep sharing this video around, ladies and gentlemen. I will. Coming back soon and very soon. Thank you so much. It's a fact we've come from job creation with empowerment. Can't you see? We don't have a crush on anyone. We befriend everyone. No segregation. Sorry, let me turn the music up a little bit so you guys can enjoy the music.
Beautiful.
Different colors, together for more. Different colors, I said you're welcome. Different colors, together for more. One coin, one life, one academy, world foundation, helping millions. This is our way to go. One coin, one life, one academy, world foundation, helping millions. This is our way to go. Deal shake platform. We sell that stuff using one as the currency. Deal shake platform. We sell that stuff using one as the currency. Dr. Ruja, Ignatova, you laid foundation. Now command and we go, we sell, we lead and others follow. Together for more, we lead and others follow. Together for more, one coin, one life, one academy, world foundation, helping millions. This is our way to go. One coin, one life, one academy, world foundation, helping millions. This is our way to go. Every road to one coin. Every road to one coin. Everyone come to one coin. Everyone to one coin. We are the answer. We are solution. One coin, one life. One coin, one life. One coin, one life. One academy, world foundation, helping millions. This is our way to go. One coin, one life. One academy, world foundation, helping millions. This is our way to go. One coin and one life. One academy, one forex. One world foundation. Deal shaker. One coin and one life. One academy, one forex. One world foundation. Deal shaker. One coin, one life. One academy, one forex. One world foundation. Dealer checker.
Africa, and the world over. It's a financial evolution. One life brings one coin, the best code of payment. Embrace it and get rich. It's a friction free. It's a digital currency. Digital currency for convenience. Everyone's ready to use one coin, one life. Europe, Asia using one coin, one life. In Dubai is there, in Qatar is there, down in Africa, and the world over. Everyone's ready to use one coin, and the world over. Europe, Asia using one coin, one life. In Dubai is there, in Qatar is there, down in Africa, and the world over. Don't be a brother, enter the business. It's an easy mode of transaction. Future way over our payment. Simple, safe and sound. Reliable and accessible. Yeah. You still have time to decide the future. One life, one coin. We live the older future. A brighter future. Doctor who died not over. Our Redeemer, our Savior, our West Creator. Thanks. Your bloodline soul provider. One life, one coin now. No more crying and all that. No more withholding over. No. One life, one coin. Everyone's ready to use one coin, one life. Europe, Asia using one coin, one life. In Dubai is there, in Qatar is there, down in Africa, and the world over. Everyone's ready to use one coin, and the world over. Europe, Asia using one coin, one life. In Dubai is there, in Qatar is there, down in Africa, and the world over. Finally, money using one coin. Store your wealth in one coin for the future. Yeah. For the future. One coin, one life. Everyone is using new checker to spend their coins. Buy anything using one coin, anywhere, everywhere, anytime.
Game changer, deal shaker, let's go digital.
Brian,
Deal shaker, game changer, game changer, deal shaker, deal shaker, game changer, game changer, deal shaker. Make the deals everywhere, crack the deals every time. Make the deals everywhere, run the deals online. Show your commodity, sell that property. Let me see ability in a global marketing. Let's go digital, make business digital. Let's go digital, make business digital. It's so simple.
Wow. Yes. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening once again. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning into our One Life Australia page, our live stream, and also into this Zoom. Is amazing Zoom here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's tonight for us, but it's really early for our very important men, our brothers, our leaders here, ladies and gentlemen. We're so grateful to have this amazing successfully men to join here with us once again tonight to go a further step the purpose of tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is the Q&A. Our captain actually give us a very best opportunity to asking any question. And yes, we have collect some of the question. In terms of your questions, sometimes, you know, we know this is time of our brother, our captain is very limited. He's very busy traveling everywhere on the Zoom, and he can't afford to spend a lot of time here with us. So we do apologize. First, if your question is not being answered or take all of your questions, I know a lot of people text a lot of questions to us, but we can't, their time is limited, so we can't get everything is done. But if we miss anything, we do apologize for that. We will get back to you in a later days or so. Okay, so first of all, thank you for sending us all the questions. What is the thing that hold you back and so on. So tonight we will overcome those obstacles. We try to clear and all the blockers that you have in your mind, because by the end of the day, this is the project of the world. This is the project of all of us, and your contribution will be making your own success as well, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you very much. So let the ball is rolling and let this show start. What we have here is our Captain King Jayms, all the way from Trinidad, early in the morning, once again, 5:30 in the morning, but our brother actually commit to stay awake so early to be here with us. We also have our brother Tama, very successful businessman, also a state manager of our Australia, Queensland. We also have our sister Gay Paul, also a state manager of Melbourne, Victoria, to be part with myself here. You all know me, Tan Dung, country manager of Australia. I'm so privileged to working together with our co-captain team, our brother King Jayms, and by his leading. Without his leading, I wouldn't be here tonight talking with all of you. So respectfully, thank you, our brother King Jayms, once again, and all our team members here, or our brother sister who've been supporting the team and making this project a lot better. So let rolling, and just welcome our brother King into the floor, and let we get the show started, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Welcome our brother King.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tang Dong. Pleasure to be here with you all. Tamo, Gil, let's make it happen, man. I could tell you guys, let me put a disclaimer out. My answers will be the truth. It may not be liked by all, but it'll be the facts provided by me. I would answer what I know, and what I do not know, I'm not ashamed or scared to say I don't know. So it's as simple as that. But what you will have is the facts, and you can feel comfortable knowing that this man is being transparent.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you very much for that, brother King. That's exactly what we need. We're not here to creating hype, or not here to make the people just sweet talk and make people happy. No, we don't need that. We are here to tell the truth. We are here to find way that we can improve in this business, and we have learned from what happened in the past, all the past leaders and so on, which is they are not here any longer. So we are here to support the team and take on all the questions that or any obstacle there, so we can handle it one by one here in this call. And yes, just welcome our brother Tama. Maybe we start with our brother Tama, who will represent for the team to asking a few questions, and then our sister Gay will represent for the team to ask a few questions tonight. So welcome, brother Tama. Maybe we can start with your first question. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, brother Tan, and our King Jayms. On behalf of our community here in Queensland, I speak for the Queensland community as well as other communities, and as well as Sister Gay will speak for the Melbourne community and all those areas. Now here in Cairns, more specifically in Cairns, where the sun is being created every day. So maybe one day, King Jayms, we may have an expo here. We've got a perfect international airport right here in our beautiful hot climate in Cairns. Having said that, Brother King, now before I get into my questions, Brother King, maybe I might want to just also for the benefit of our community here in Australia. You know, when I first heard the name King Jayms, the first impression that came into my mind is that that was a name from the Bible, but I mean, that was just me. Maybe tonight you might want to tell us a little bit more about your name, and then we'll get into the questions, if you may, King Jayms.
That's not a problem. I don't know if you guys are familiar with LeBron James, the basketball player. And if you are or aren't, you would know that they call him King James, and that's the name that they've been calling him since he was 16, 15, of King James of the Court. His last name is James. My last name is James. And he's my favorite athlete. I think he's the best player to ever play the game. So I used to try to play my basketball game to model his, or people know me as a big fan. So they used to be mocking me, jokingly, calling me King James. Some did it with respect, some did it mocking. And that's what they used to call me when I was younger, King James, behind LeBron James. So that's where it originated from. But then when I came to Trinidad and Tobago and I came into Christ, or I decided to follow Christ, it took on a name of itself. So if you notice, I spell my James, Jayms. Yes. So it stands for King, is a business acronym. I actually have a registered company. It stands for King, Jesus, and you mean success. So there's an acronym that I utilize. So it's King, Jesus, and you mean success. But the original name or the version of the King James that I am is from the basketball version.
Wow. I am indeed grateful that I asked that question, because you see, the other thought that came to mind, it was a brand that you created. So, but
Wasn't me. People gave me that brand. It wasn't me. People gave me that brand.
Wow, beautiful. That's really awesome. Thank you so much for helping us understand how your name came about. Now, as we, like I said earlier, that we're going to be asking some questions. The next number 1 and 2 questions that I have is kind of hand-in-hand question for you, if you might be able to help us clarify and confirm. Now, in terms of, just want to clarify that the company has their own blockchain, which is based on Ethereum system. Is that correct, King Jayms?
Like I was telling the UK members yesterday, because they asked this very same question, I would wait till the white paper come out. I personally do not, I don't want to say I do not care, because that's not true, but I'm not the tech guy. So I haven't asked, I haven't dig up, I'm not a person to find out. For me, I'm ready. Blockchain, I know we have, the type and all these different things, that's not the in-betweens for me, personally. But I know we have a blockchain for sure. I have seen some people writing articles on it, other reputable published articles by different people that's credible, speaking about how advanced we are and so forth. But I would wait for the company to put out more information about it, to go in depth to it, to display it via the white paper. So I don't want to say anything that could be wrong when that's not my expertise, when I myself haven't asked that question. A lot of people ask questions that it wouldn't even benefit them technically to know the answer, because they don't even know the background of what it would mean. But I think the most beneficial answer that can be given is the fact that we went from talking about we had no blockchain to now we are talking about what kind of blockchain. So I think that change in conversation, people need to say, oh, wow, something is happening. There's some growth going on. So I'm excited about what type of blockchain conversation that we're having versus the, oh, they don't have none. So I think that in itself holds a lot of relevance.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's really makes sense, King, what you have just said there in terms of relevant to the market today. Now, as we look at this blockchain, we had the old blockchain, and today we have the new blockchain with Ethereum system. Now, in terms of this new blockchain, in terms of mining of the one, you see, previously we understand that we were mining 50,000 coins per minute. With this new blockchain, are we still mining about the same speed, or do you have any insight in that regard?
I could have swore I saw Thanc ask the IT this question, and I told you, let them put all this description. And what I want you to do is send me these questions so I can make sure they understand that these are the questions that need to be answered clearly for everyone, because they have answered these questions before, but are probably not on an official level where people all see transparently the answer. But I think they have the capability to do more, if I remember properly. But as I said, I'm not a big IT guy and into asking these type of technical things. I know that they're capable to do more transaction in a minute than before, and that is what the IT third-party company has said to me.
For sure, that's perfect. Thank you for those answering those, responding to those two questions. And I'd like to invite our sister Gay maybe to ask a couple of more questions for you, King.
Hello, everyone. Hello, King James. How are you?
Hey, G,
I want to welcome you to Melbourne. So Tum is up in Cairns where it's hot as hot, and we're in Melbourne. It's cold. It's cold as cold. It's raining. It's terribly cold here. So anyway, welcome to Melbourne, and it's nice to finally meet you. Anyway, one way. Maybe one day we'll get to meet in person. Probably in July, hopefully.
That's what we want. That's what we need.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to get straight into the questions, okay? So I've got a couple of questions here from somebody. She says, I have some rookie accounts, so small accounts, which I probably won't use. Should I cancel those accounts? And if so, how do I do that?
No, I mean, you're talking about, you see a rookie that says frozen and it says system on it, yes? Is that what we're talking about?
Sorry,
So you're saying, let me make sure I understand the question clearly. You're saying someone sees a rookie package on their tree
and they're not going to use it? No, they're just saying they probably won't use it. Should they cancel it? And if so, how can they cancel it?
Tell them close their eyes. Ignore it. No, just ignore it. Just ignore it. It's not going to bother you. It's not going to bother no one. It cannot be removed. The system is a real MLM system, and the migration happened how it happened. So just ignore it. You can't really remove.
Yeah, yes, I understand that. Okay. And the next question is, all right. Where is Dr. Ruja? What happened to Constantine? Can you tell us? And if not, why?
No, I could tell you. It's simple. You could just tell me also why you're not asking for who started the Bitcoin movement. Where is Mr. Satoshi Nakamoto? Do he exist? Is it a group? Is it a woman? Is it what? So Dr. Ruja, we know exists. And if you are blatantly not observant of what this company has went through and why she would have had to take a step backwards, you're not human. And you're being disrespectful to who Dr. Ruja is, because her objective, according to me, was just to open up the door of Pandora box and allow us to understand what has been released. Bitcoin did the whole Pandora box opening to begin with, but Dr. Ruja gave us the information to understand what was released from that box. So Dr. Ruja is okay from my understanding. I don't know her personally. I haven't seen her. I haven't heard from her, but I know she's well. Because I have also asked a question. I just said, I hope the boss lady is okay. It says she's okay. So what needs to be really said or pay a lot of attention to is that she's not missing. She's not hiding. And when I say she's not hiding, I mean nobody's searching for her. Some people like to have the misrepresentation of a thought that people are looking for Dr. Rouja or there's a search warrant out for her. There's not. So let's stop the foolishness. And you cannot tell me that the powers that be could find Osama bin Laden, they could find Gaddafi, but they can't find Dr. Rouja. Stop it. Stop the foolishness, please. All right, she's not the most wanted. She's not a terrorist. She's not hiding from nobody. She did nothing wrong. But speaking about doing nothing wrong, we can see without a shadow of a doubt that Mr. Constantine did nothing wrong. And look at the persecution he has been facing for you and me, and then you want to quit. No, if you respect him, you really care, and you're asking these questions because you care, you should be caring by your activity. You should be doing something to show that this sacrifice that he has taken on really matters. Because let me read clearly. Let me read clearly the charges, because I think a lot of people don't know the charge. So let me read clearly the charge that he has been charged with. And if you don't understand or read between the lines of this charge, then you're also really not human. The charge on his docket when he was arrested March 6th, 2019. I remember because it was a very sad day. He was arrested on his way out of the country. So he was going to board the plane when they held him and they questioned him, and he has never been released until last week, 2 years later, on home arrest. But I'll get to that. It says federal conspiracy law empowers prosecutors to charge defendants with a felony, even if the underlying crime is never actually committed or is committed without the defendant knowing it happened. Let me read that again because it sounds crazy. Title 18, Section 1349. This is the U.S. States Code. Federal conspiracy, statute for fraud. It says the federal conspiracy law empowers prosecutors to charge defendants. So the US government is empowered to charge Constantine with a felony, even if the underlying crime is never actually committed or is committed without Constantine knowing it happened. Come on, man. Come on, man. If you can't read between the lines, then you really truly don't understand the level of power that this opportunity possesses, and you're not serious about building your wealth potential. This is why I can't have no sort of remorse for those who quit and then they give you excuses. Hallelujah. Let me catch myself. I would say to you this way, that unfortunately Constantine is still in the US on some form of house arrest now. That is the information circulating all across. You could find that information. This is nothing that I'm breaking news. But let me tell you, whether Dr. Rouja is around, whether Constantine is around, the brand is the brand. The business continues, and we have a mission to complete. So we don't need to celebrate if Constantine comes home. We don't need to celebrate if Dr. Rouja is around. We need to celebrate accomplishing the mission. And we can only celebrate if we get more educated minds. That is the key. If you who were blessed enough to participate in ownership of this coin, do more, then we can celebrate, friends. So don't rely or put or think that your success belongs to anyone else or is tied into what somebody else is doing. No, stop the foolishness. Wake up and get active.
Yep, absolutely. Our job is to create the demand. Just focus on that.
That's correct.
Mm.
Let the company take care of the supply and we take care of the demand. That's all. It's simplicity.
Yes, whether they're here or not, it's still going to be our job.
That's the truth. That's the truth, Gail. But of course, we want them here, but we need to understand the environment of what's happening in the world, man. We cannot tuck our head in the sand and pretend like what we are doing is just so innocent and not a threat. It's a threat. You didn't know that you didn't know, and now you have an inkling of an idea. So now you went from not knowing that you didn't know anything at all to know some sort of idea. How could you not want to take this business and this brand serious? Nah, man, wake up.
Absolutely. Okay, then, Tama, it's back to you with your couple of your questions you have.
Thank you so much, King. Now, in terms of the company doing to fight back against the haters and the negative press, what is the company doing in that regard, King?
Now, if anyone wants to help in regards to that you know is a IME that's sincere, you can touch base with Thanc or touch base with myself, and we could guide you from there. I am not going to, as in the past, put out all the information about what the company is doing to protect themselves, because that gives the people who are attacking the opportunity to know where you're attacking from, or how you're protecting yourself, or what you're doing. Too many times we have not learned from our past mistakes. We used to give dates, and it has never failed. I have never seen where when we give a date of something that needs to occur, some sort of commerce or craziness don't happen around that particular date or that time frame. Always. So this event, the rise of the one ecosystem, the dates are given. I expect all kind of craziness to attempt to derail the event. But I also believe in God. So I trust that we'll have a successful event. But as far as that kind of sensitive information about what they're doing, let's just say you and I both could be honest and observe and be aware and say the media attack when it comes to malice and all the disgusting behavior of those haters that attack us online, you can see that it has drastically slowed down. It has drastically slowed down. And the negative that you see is information from 2016, 2017 that they're reposting. You don't see them posting new material. You know why? Because I try my best not to give them bulletin board material. I try my best not to give them any of the fabrications that people used to give them in the past that they used against us to say, look at this one, look at that one. And these are some of the things that went on in the past that fuel these haters. I'm also one of the main ones that advocate that we are not the Bitcoin killer. And the haters used to love when we said that we are the Bitcoin killer, because it was easier to bring people who believe in Bitcoin to attack us. But people need to understand my teaching in particular, and I hope you guys don't understand this. Enemy of an enemy is a friend. Our enemy is fiat currency. That is the enemy. The other cryptos are our friends. We have our lane. We have what we're doing. They have what they're doing. But the main objective or the main enemy, and when I say fiat, I mean the side effects of what fiat does, like inflation, quantitative easing, fractional reserve lending, and things of this nature. That's the enemy of blockchain technology, because blockchain technology is here to solve and remedy those issues that we have been facing for the last 700 plus years. So the fact that we're not giving the enemy or the haters bulletin board material, they have no choice but to say, oh, they're saying the right things, it makes sense, So of course we have some number one haters that get paid for you clicking on their posts. So please avoid clicking on their posts and with the scam articles that they will put, because every time you click on it, they get some Google ad payment or something of that nature. People don't even understand that that happens as well. So avoid following fake news. Follow official news channels only, please. But if you are interested, please touch Thanc Dong. Please communicate with myself, and we could help you join some particular groups that is all about defeating the noise.
Perfect. I love it. I love that response, King, regarding that. It does make sense, is that we don't need to add any more fuel to what we don't need to. And you perfectly addressed that, we just carry on our business. When they come into action, it will come into action. We've seen things that are happening on the platform, and that's a perfect advice and counsel that you've given us here. In terms of our aim with the company becoming a global currency, how does that look like, King?
Say that one more time. You said in regards to the global currency, make sure I understand clearly.
Yes, becoming a global currency.
All right, so say the question one more time so I can make sure I understand. What do you mean regarding global currency? What do you mean?
Well, the question that was raised by one of our community is, are we still aiming to become a global currency?
Okay. No, Sister Gail mentioned the company is responsible for the supply, we're responsible for the demand. I don't have the time to go into the teaching that this or these people would need to understand that our entire objective has always been to be a global currency. And if you have not observed that the regulations and the login issues, for example, let me bring that up as one of the #1 issues that people are facing, is all because we want to follow regulatory bodies regarding digital identity, then you're really not following this business and you're choosing not to follow this business properly. Right. Our objective is to absolutely dominate the market where we are borderless and have the most population of believers in this one cryptocurrency. I will give you a thought that you must hold on to because it's very important. Right now, if you truly start to understand the world of cryptocurrency, you would know that the US, China, Middle East, they can't just jump on the world platform and say, okay, this is our crypto, it's the #1 and the most popular in the world. It don't work like that. It's the people who decide. So while the US, China, and the Middle East are fighting for who could be the crypto dominant country, we already have people in each jurisdiction. And that is what you need to understand. So when the people have the numbers, as Gail mentioned about the demand, that is what's going to determine if we are a player in the game or not. Yes. So we have the numbers, we fall under the regulatory bodies and all the requirements that's met. How could this concept be stopped? This is why it's hurtful when so-called leaders leave the organization. To me, that means you never understood. It's hurtful when people slow down or stop building the business. That means to me you never understood. You either pretended you understood, but you never sincerely understand. Because no matter what challenge is in front of this company, the dream, the vision, and the bigger objective outweighs whatever challenge we could face. Because we are scary. Let me tell you how scary we are. It's not scary if we fail. It's very scary when we succeed. Could you imagine this one being one of, if not the one, of the reserved cryptocurrencies in the market? Mm-hmm. And sometimes some people don't understand what the word reserve means. I will try to enlighten you a little bit. The Australian dollar has no use in Europe, none in the Caribbean, none in Latin America. You could be a multi-millionaire and walk with a luggage of Australian dollars. I promise you, you'd be poor, broke, busted, and disgusted in any other country outside of Australia. Because nobody's going to exchange your currency. Not even the bank in Trinidad is going to exchange it. Not even the bank in Suriname. Not one of them is going to exchange that currency. You know why? Because you have to leave and buy what's considered to be a reserve currency that they would accept, which is either the US dollar or the euro. Because they will now accept that in some countries as a method of payment. And that's why it's considered reserved. We desire to do the same with our one. It may have a bunch of other cryptos. It's possible. Every country might have their own. But there's going to be 1, 2, or 3 that will be accepted in these countries as a method of payment that could be exchanged. You and I determine this by the more educated minds we add to the business. So that's why I tell people, wake up. Stop waiting for somebody else to do your job for you. It's not possible. It's not possible. You want it to be a reserve currency, do your part and take your responsibility. It's as simple as that.
I love it. I love it. I love right down there at the end there. It's up to us to create that global currency. It's not up to the company. They will lead us, but it's up to all of us. Ladies and gentlemen out there, I hope you are listening very well with your ears perked up, because what King have just shared with us is exactly what we need to be doing. It's up to you and I to create this. Thank you so much for responding to that question, King. And I want to invite Sister Gay to continue with furthermore questions.
Okay, thank you, Tama. All right, our next question is, what other cryptos will be on the Onecoin exchange apart from the one?
I have no idea. When that bridge comes, we cross that bridge. I know whoever or whatever they would be, they would have to have and fall in line with the regulatory body requirements. That much I can tell you.
Okay, it's fair enough. It's a good enough answer too. Okay, what about when will the new Deal Shaker platform be ready, and are there any special features on it to get us excited?
There's many, and I would not tell you any. Get to the event. Get to the event to find out more information. Trust the process. And yes, it would happen this year. I could tell you that they have already started work on it. That much I can confirm. So they have already started working on building the platform. And we would have this platform ready. I personally believe by November, December, the platform should be completed and released around that time frame. Okay. So tentatively, November, December. Let's probably shoot for December.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So are you listening, everyone? Get to the event. That's where you're going to hear all the news. We're all got to get there. We'll get there. We'll get our teams there. Okay, so I'm going to hand it back to you, Tama, for a couple of more questions.
Love it. I love all these questions that are coming on, particularly the answers that King is giving us. It's really make perfect sense, these responses for all of us. Now, King, my next question in regard to promotion videos for new prospect, is the company looking at updating any of our promotion materials for new prospect?
Absolutely. Not looking, they have to. I spoke to them and I told them, listen, you need marketing material for your marketing team. I said, we can't be the ones to create that marketing material. I said, we are called to be independent marketing associates, but we need to use the tools that you provide for us to build a business. So they're currently working on this. Of course, because it's going to be coming from the company, they need to make sure that it comes correct. So it's a little sensitive, to be honest with you. But I could tell you that it's in the plans to create marketing material and tools to help us utilize. I could also confirm that I am working with them strategically regarding the training arm of the company, which provides this type of material and information. So one ecosystem .life, like I have been mentioning so much, this will be the training arm of the company. So it will be in partnership with them, where we will have captured information and comprehensive guides and step-by-steps of what people need to do. So when new individuals get started, they have a track to run on. And that's something that we missed in the past. And I don't know why, with all these alleged great leaders that we had, nobody spoke with the company about creating a system and track for us to run on. I remember they attempted with Mr. Frank Ricketts and Jayms at that time. They attempted to create something, but that whole plan was foiled, and I don't know how it fell apart. But now, more than ever, we are in the right direction. So would it happen as fast as I would like? No, it would not happen as fast as me and you would like, but I could tell you it's happening. And that comes from the Eagle program, the teaching of the Eagle program, the 26 steps of the Eagle program. And when I talk about this 26 steps, I'm talking about the get started right steps. And if people really understand that training that program presents, you can't sleep properly, because you see true simplicity of duplication that could happen. You just have to buy in, and that's the truth.
Right. Thank you. That was I think, that's what we need to know and hear, that yes, there is that process happening in place in terms of new promotion materials for new prospects. In terms of, I guess you don't have to answer this question if you don't want to, in terms of what the company plans and plan of action for this project moving forward. I guess this involves a whole big picture, but whatever you take this question, and if you would like to maybe touch on something around this question. What is
I could definitely answer the question. Would they like the answer? Is that is a question? Yeah. But I could answer. It's simple. The rise of the one ecosystem will give us more information. The company vision has never changed. It has always improved, enhanced, or become more real, but the vision has not changed. The plans and the core concept of the business has not changed, but they have evolved with time. All I can tell you is two things: trust the process and don't miss the rise of the one ecosystem. Because the main objective remains the main objective. I'm happy that they put out the new logos ahead of the event. They put out the logos, so at least they start to prepare the mind of people and let people know what is taking place. This is why we have a IMA logo and we have the company FinTech logo. So the company FinTech logo is for them to use, them to have, because they're the FinTech company, they're the supply. We have ours because we are the demand. We are people driven, centered by the people. The people give the value to the ecosystem. So please, if you want to know what the goal of the company is, build a business. Because that's the goal of the company, to have educated miners. We cannot move away from this. But you know, when people ask that question, Tama, you know what they're really asking? Oh, when could I exchange my coins? That's behind the question. Because they don't want to understand the real gravity of the situation, no matter how they hear it. In their mind, they just want to live in the past and with the lie. So they disguise the question by saying, oh, what's the goal? No. The goal has not changed. The goal is to be, as you asked earlier, the #1 method of payment across the globe. That is the goal. With such a demand that people will want to buy what you have because they need to use what you have.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes. Perfect. I love that. So ladies and gentlemen out there tuning in with our Facebook Live, that is perfect what King is talking about. Build the business. Do not sit on the fence. How do we expect to get 10 million IMA? How do we expect to get 1 million merchant? That is by just what King have just reminded us. It's no revelation. It's already there. The answer is there. is now I'm sharing and inviting you, ladies and gentlemen, is that together. You see, Brother Tan cannot do this on his own in Australia. He needs our support. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's the answer to that question is that let's build together and build this business. Let's go to Bulgaria. Okay, prepare now to go to Bulgaria so that we can get a lot of the answers that can't be disclosed here in this platform. So in response to that question, thank you so much for that, King, because the answer is right there. When we want to change the company in terms of the success, we create the success first, then the company will always be there to support us. Thank you for that, Brother King. And again, like I said, would love to have you come to our beautiful warm weather here in Cairns in Queensland. And now I want to hand the time back over to Sister Gay. And those are my questions for you, King. Sister Gay will wrap up our questions.
Thank you, Summer. Yeah, thank you. Listen, I think the next question's been answered many times, but I'm going to say it anyway. Okay, we know it's not the right time for the exchange. Do you have a time frame for it?
Absolutely. When you do something, when you go Crown Diamond, we go on the exchange. I guarantee. Whoever have an exchange question, I promise you, you go Crown Diamond, I guarantee you we go on the exchange the next day. The next day after you break Crown Diamond, we're on the exchange. I promise you that.
Yeah, there's many people out there. That's right.
Yeah, I promise you. Okay. The moment the person who asked this question goes Crown Diamond, I guarantee the company open the exchange the next day.
Okay. And for our final question, it's in any network company, when you get paid, you get to cash out and withdraw your money. Why can't we? And really, when will we be able to?
That's a fair question, and I'll give you the fair answer. You know, and no, maybe you don't know. So let me see. We have risen from the dead. When I had the privilege of being a part, Thanc himself spent his money to come to Sofia, Bulgaria during the month of December 2019, amidst many lies and a true coup of the company. Money has been stolen in epic proportions, and the company was down and out and on their knees and near failure. This is just blatant truth. We are rebuilding. So we cannot act as if we never had times and moments and days where the cash out was available. Sometimes people only want to remember what they choose to remember. They have selective memory. So we have had moments and times when the cash outs was available to us. Correct me if I'm wrong. I am saying to you that those days will come again. Just trust the process, add value by sending payments to the company from bringing in new educated miners. What I can tell you now that is different from before, I am involved in seeing where the finance that comes in, as little as it may be, where direction is going. They're revamping in the whole systems. I remember I told some of the leaders the cost of the new Deal Shaker platform, and they said, no, I could do something for 50,000 euros that is better than that, and that's gonna do this. No. This company is a different beast. The cost of the new Deal Shaker platform, I will give you guys this much, is 1.5 million euros. What are they building? What do you think they're building? It's something really special. Nothing like what Duncan was able to do and cahoots and run away with. And that platform was halfway decent, to be honest, what he had. So could you imagine the version of what's coming now? Mm-hmm. So I'm saying that the cash outs and the payments, it will happen again. The company wants it to happen. They made mention of it. They have a plan, thoughts, and ideas of how and when they would like to even start, depending on certain targets that they meet. But we have targets to meet. And when we can meet these targets, then we could now do more for the individuals that's working. So it's not that you have been dormant and you're going to come and say, hey, cash me out. No, I'm sorry. But the people who have been active and have activity, and they want to decide not to sell an educational package, but receive the cash, there's things that's being put in place. We have to rebuild many relationships regarding banking. There's relationships that has to be rebuilt. There's so much things that just has to happen all over again, friends. That's in the work. So do the company know that this is a problem and an issue? Absolutely. They are aware, but they don't allow it to slow or stop anything. And I just think you should not either. Just continue putting the work in. Continue putting the work in. And let's be honest, if you're putting the work in and you have to purchase an educational package and you can purchase from your back office, is that not a form of cash out? The fact that you could use 50% of your Onecoin, those who want exchange, that's a beautiful exchange. But people don't want to look at these positives. They want to only focus on what is negative because they want an excuse not to work. I'm not here to give you excuses. I'm here to give you the excuse to build upon. Don't use it. Don't use that excuse. Use that excuse as a stepping stone and step up. Please step up and let's build a business.
Thank you. Thank you for those honest answers. We can see that they're absolute honest answers. All right, so that was my final question. I think that's all the questions there are, Thanc. So I shall hand it back to you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much, Brother Thomas, Sister Gay, and especially thank you our captain, King Jayms. Yes, we only book you a short period of time, and I think it's run out of time also. But before you go, Brother King Jayms, I sincerely request if is there any thought or any opinions, special message that you can send it to us here in our market, so we can boom our market here and globally, not only here, but so please give us some thought.
Thank you for the opportunity, Thanc. I do have a couple thoughts in my mind, especially regarding the Australian, Melbourne, the New Zealand, the whole market down at that end. And it's really easy to lead when everything is right. When everything is going good, you find the best of the leaders because it's easy. But when we're in the most difficult periods and the most difficult times, when the leadership really counts, where are you? The same one that's beating their chest high and heavy now use the excuse, oh, the company has not done this, the company has not done that. Bullshit. Sorry to get so serious, but I'm real serious right now. Bullshit. You are the company. I am the company. Too many times we act as if company means that is not run by humans. If we all understand that the company is run by humans and you yourself is a human, could you please let me know in your life if you have not made any mistakes? Could you please let me know in your life if you have created plans and you have created ideas, goals that you plan to achieve that have not been met, whether one obstacle or the other? Did you take your life or did you continue living? You are not perfect, but you want to hold a company to a perfect standard that is ran by humans. This could never make sense to me. This is why me personally and leaders like Thanc and you guys that's here with me, Gail and Tamo, we can't quit. And you should not quit. Because if you can lead during these hard times, I'm going to let you know the glory days and the good times will come again. We are going to be at the top with income, with everything we desire in the near future, not far future. When all the glitches, errors, and things are sorted out as they should be. Whether it takes a year, takes 2 years, but when it's all fixed, you know what's gonna happen? These same people, I always believe they're gonna come out of nowhere, beating their chest. That's why I did get it. That's why I got involved, because I believed in the system. I just was a little upset with this, and but I'm here now. Don't worry. You're the prodigal son. We love you. You can return. We don't hate you. But we understand who you are. So don't expect immediately that position to just be handed to you as leader. No, work for it. Build again. Bring a team. Demonstrate who you are. This opportunity is not for everyone. It's for everyone, but not for everyone to lead. It takes a real different kind of human to lead this opportunity. It takes some special understanding to lead this opportunity. Because I'm telling you, we are destined for greatness. Your family legacy will be altered because you're part of this brand. We are building something that is incredible. Too many people forget the story of the Bitcoin concept. They really do. Before they manipulated and created a whole exchange, it took 4 years before they started to do that. The same powers that be that the peer-to-peer electronic payment system came out to integrate in the market with, the same power that be that don't have education on finance in the school curriculum, that same power that be wanted to confuse you about what this Bitcoin opportunity provides. They wanted to turn it into something speculative, something like a future, a derivative, a stock, a bond, something in the world of finance that we normally stay away from. None of us run in to getting involved in the world of finance because in our schools it's not taught. When you want to go finance and learn finance, don't you not have to take courses and go that route? Don't you not go to get a financial advisor because you yourself don't want to give yourself advice, so you go to someone else? So with this concept, if they could turn it into something that it is not supposed to look like or be and scare you, you stay away. Friends, a lot of people have misunderstood who we are and what this project is about. But I'm saying to you, there's no need to have any more fear. Come and trust the system. Would the platform happen, the deal shaker? Absolutely. The One Life platform, is it improving? It's there, and yes, it's improving, and yes, it's even getting better, and there's certain tweaks that some people don't even notice that the system are having tweaks. These things are improving. Would the accreditation of the courses come? Absolutely. When they come, it's not me and you doing. The company is going to make it happen, but it's in the plans. And you know what I love about it? They never gave you a time frame of when it happens. You know why? Because I asked them, stop giving timelines, please. Because that deters and hurts us. Because that's when the enemy knows to attack us. Just let people know what's going to happen. Don't give them a chronological order of how it's going to happen. Just let them know what's going to happen. And here's your opportunity. Is either you trust and believe or you don't. If you trust and believe, you're going to work and you're going to move forward. If you don't, get out of the way. Stay out of the way. Don't open your mouth. That's it. I am of the opinion, and I shared this story on a TV program I had last night. I read somewhere, I don't remember. But there was a village, and you guys will be able to relate to this. There was a village that was badly in need of rain. Badly in need. I'm talking about weeks, no rain, crops drying up. But this was a village of believers, a village of people who believe in God. And all the villagers came together and said, here, what? We're going to go in the center of the village and we're going to pray. And we're going to pray to our God. We're going to pray for rain. And we are sure that it's going to rain. We're going to pray hard. All the villagers went to the center of the village to get together to pray, and one child walked out of their house and was walking to the center to pray, and that child is the only person out of all, I'm talking about out of hundreds of people, that child alone carried an umbrella. There's a difference when you're going to talk, you're going to pray, but when you believe, there's a difference there. And that child believed. That child had hope. That child know that their prayer request is going to be heard. I'm not saying that this one ecosystem business is only for believers and prayer warriors. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying for the people who do believe, things happen because we make it happen. And you believe by being in action. Love, and you, oh, I love this project. You know, as people lied and say they love the project and they are nowhere to be found. Now, if you love this project and you love people, you can't leave. Love is an action word. You have to do the right actions to find a way. We have to find a way. No matter what, find a way. I told the company, I said, the only way that I stop is if Madam Vesca decided to close the doors and she stopped. I said, and even if she stopped, guess what I'm going to do? Try to find a way. I said, because you can't stop. We have to do it. We have to do it. So collectively, if we all just do a little bit more, if we all get a little more uncomfortable, if we go and find a leader that is best fit to lead this business, we'll have the success. But guess what? The greatest networker, the next blue diamond, the next strong diamond hasn't even started as yet. They're waiting for you to find them. So I want to encourage all of the land down under, all of the Pacific Islands, all throughout the region and that part of the world. Please build your business. Focus and build your business. Don't be deterred by distractions. Don't let no one steal your dream. You desires the wealth and the success of this brand. You will have it, but you will have to do more for it. And it's just that simple. If everything in life came easy, the entire world will be wealthy. But there's a reason why there's only 1% of super wealthy individuals. And if we do what we're supposed to do you understand that we can threaten to break that 1% and level the playing field more across the globe? So I encourage you, get active, get serious, get focused, get real. This is me wishing you a great evening and a sleepless night. May you have dreams of spending and using your ones as you desire, living your life as you wish. May you have that dream and know that if you work for it, it's no longer a dream, it's a reality. It's your humble servant, King James, saying to you, one's out.
Wow, thank you, one's out. Thank you so much, our Brother King, for the very powerful last message that you have there to all of us. Yes, and yes, I know your time is tightened. You told me that you actually have another meeting. It's meant to be about 20 minutes ago, but you drag it on here with us, give us this sort of information. Respectfully, thank you so much, brother, our captain, for your time to be here with us and all the information, very useful information tonight. All the fans out there, all our members, leaders, please share this video to your group and get them to understand the integrity, all the question, all the thing that people meant to be asked is answered here tonight. I know there's some question having been asked in regard to account, a power pack and so on. I will handle that later because our king time is very valuable and it can't be here for a lot longer. So thank you very much for tuning
Thank
here.
you guys. You have a pleasant evening. Good night. See you all. Thank you for your time. And let's make it happen, man. See you guys in Bulgaria.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much, brother. You have a good day. See you then. Wow. You see that? What an open eyes question and answer today for all of us, ladies and gentlemen. I know there's some people, you know, they just want to they want to hear the answer the way they want to hear it. They don't want to hear the truth, the facts, and so on. So maybe the answer might not make you happy, maybe disappointed, or so on. But that is real. You know, when someone hurt, like in our Asian, when you actually hurt with something, you know, people seem to be put salt on it. If you hurt on your skin, they put salt on it. It make you even hurt a lot more, but they will heal it quicker because they're killing all the bad material and sand. But if you are actually like sweet honey, you see, if all the bees they away your flyer, they like sweet, right? And you land it into the honey, guess what? You stick in there, you stuck, and you can't fly again. Something like that. And this is this is the world, the life, what is happening daily, ladies and gentlemen. And I like to be honest. And the truth is always hurt people feeling. But if you can take it in and sink it in, and yes, you will find a way out. And there's a lot better. We can learn a lot out of this, ladies and gentlemen. For those questions in regard to your account login, ladies and gentlemen, I already make so many video teaching or showing how you can log in, what you need to do step by step, not only one, but so many video in YouTube or even in Facebook Live, so on, ladies and gentlemen. Go into the old video, go into the Thanc OC YouTube channel, and you can find those video and watch it again, ladies and gentlemen. In some instant, if you follow those steps and you still can't log in, there's definitely something wrong with your accounts. I also have a video show you how to go to get the help button, how to fill out the help button. When you do that help button, you should receive the email response with your ticket number and send that ticket number to the support@onelife.eu. You will have the support there helping you. I'm sorry, we are here, this tech on support and help and so on. And also take the list sent to the company many times just because people don't tune in into our Zoom and they miss out those, and we are actually now busy to go for the next step. We can't just every day focus on the login. So now if you need that, you need to go through that way, and company will send you invoice. If you need to pay, you need to pay that, and they will handle the fixing for you. And yes, we are here to support. We're here to guide you the way, but we are not here to do everything. It's very simple, ladies and gentlemen. Like I am hungry, I go and cook 5 food for me to eat, right? I can't be hungry and sit here waiting for Sister Gay. Can you give me some food? Sister Gay, can you cook it for me? She have her own life. I have to go and do it myself, right? So that's how it's the same with business, right? When someone offers you something, trying to helping you, take it serious and respect for their time and come get their help. But after that, if you don't observe in and yes, tune in and get help from them, you don't respect that offer later, you only come when you need it, then I don't think they have time for you once again, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the business. By the end of the day, business is business, and business we need to take serious, and we need to be more responsibility for our business, right? Yes. So also in regard to the question, any question began to the power pack distribution, coin distribution, and so on. Yes, the company been working on it. Some need to be translated into English. Some of you sending us is in different languages. They need to translate, and they already put in the request for that to translate into English, send it to them. They will acting on that. Some already got the gas loaded into their accounts already, so they are ready to distribute coin out. So they're working on it, but you have to understand they have many countries to dealing with, not only Australia. So they already released the news in the newsletter a few weeks ago. They start working on it, but it takes time to complete. Okay, they can't just put everything on the side and just here focus on doing this power pack matter for you. Then guess what? You will come and complain other things once again, right? So they have to select a few members or IT on the side just to support that, but they still have to rolling with the other major business, major process that we need to complete this project together, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope everyone is understand and stay tuned, be patient. We will get there, right? And very useful information tonight with our brother King. A lot of blockage. I think all the blockage has been clean, and I hope everyone is seeing this video. Share it to all your team. Get them to watch carefully. I know the video go a little bit longer, but let's spend your time and watch this. This is your future. This is your life. This is something affect the whole family. And yes, this is something will give it better life for your next generation, your children, and so on. You need to be very serious to look this and watch this video again, sink it in, and you will get it. You can pass it on to other people, because this is a very serious project actually, right? Why I'm saying that? Our brother King also this mentioned about that, and other peer leaders also this mentioned, you know, brother content team and our best lady, Dr. Rusha, they have sacrificed too much for this project already. They have already sacrificed too much for this already. Yes, Onecoin success, they also success, and they actually better, but not only them better, ladies and gentlemen. When this Onecoin success, all of us are better, all of us, and plus many people surround us, because I bet you when this Onecoin success, it create multi-millionaire, multi-billionaire, and this multi-billionaire will go helping the world, helping a lot of people needed out there as well. So it's affecting the world soon with this project. It's big, ladies and gentlemen. So we need to do our job. We really need to do our job. I like the comment that our sister Gay mentioned before. The company do their supply, but we need to creating our demand. We have to do our job. And if every single business, every single products have value, they contain these two important things: supply, demand, right? So they will create their supply, working on that. We need to create the demand, ladies and gentlemen, and we need to work together and make this happen. We need to work it together and make this happen. How can we make it, ladies and gentlemen? How can we making this happen? This is why we're creating a very important meeting, or very important training for tomorrow. I know internet running a little bit slow today. Somehow it's not come up yet. A very important meeting today with our Captain King Jayms to go through most important question. And yes, you all got all the answer. But what next tomorrow, 8 p.m., the door will open for everyone. This is the last chance for all of you, and come and learn together with us. Tomorrow, we will have our brother Tama, our sister Gay, and also myself to go through with something very important to all of you. And yes, go through up with you in regard to the crypto information session. We also show you how you can making a solid income. It's not only one in one go, but it's a solid income ongoing, ladies and gentlemen. It's also show you how to build your brand, your personal development also. It's in for tomorrow. We start at 8 p.m. Adelaide time, okay? 8 p.m. Adelaide time, and tomorrow we don't do live, okay? This is only for our Zoom. We don't do live tomorrow, so make sure you tune in into our Zoom tomorrow, a very serious Zoom tomorrow, 8 p.m. Adelaide time, the 26th of March, which is on Friday, Adelaide time, and you can work it out in your time, wherever you are, ladies and gentlemen. So for that, I welcome you into tomorrow meeting. I'm not sure, but Tama and Sister A, you actually have anything want to share before we close this meeting, brothers and sisters?
I think.
Yeah, okay. I will have a. Do you want to go first, Tama?
No, you go ahead.
Okay. Okay. I just wanted to share that what I'll be doing is I'll be covering crypto. I want to do a little bit of the past, the future, the past, the present, and the future. So I'm not going to go in depth with everything. I'll just cover those few things, and hopefully I can educate us a little bit more. Is my internet unstable at the moment? I hope you can hear me. So I'm going to cover a bit of the past and a bit of the present, and then the future, what the future holds for crypto. Okay, so absolutely join us tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Adelaide time or 8:30 Melbourne time. Okay, over to you, Tama.
And, for me, I'm going to go through an overview of how you create solid income. It's going to be around about 15 minutes. So it's not going to be a long presentation, but it will give you exactly how to make solid income. You can actually utilize that system straight away if you wish to. Well, tonight we have a special dispensation and invitation from King Jayms. Is that what we need to do is to build. And what I'm going to go through tomorrow is exactly that, and where we make solid income and where we're going to prepare ourselves to go to Bulgaria. Like he said earlier, when we go to Crown Diamond, the exchange come alive the next day. So we have to answer that question ourselves. If we're going to sit here and talk about it and don't do nothing about it, then we won't go to the exchange. When King talk about is that when we reach certain levels in the company where we are creating success, then the company will open what we've always wanted, if that makes any sense. So tomorrow, that's what I'm going to be talking about and show you that very same thing so that we can get active. Get excited, ladies and gentlemen. You know, let's get together. Let's burn a fire literally within ourselves so that we can let the Oceania market, the New Zealand market, the Polynesia market. You see, we don't have to just work here in Australia. We can tap into those countries by being here in Australia, and yet we work in the different parts. And a classic example of that is our country manager that flies around the world and do business while he still lives in Adelaide. And he's making great success. And we want to model what he's doing. Sometimes maybe we don't like what he's doing, that he's telling us, but he's got the proof in the bag. So that's what I want to do, is follow that example. So that's what I'm talking about tomorrow, is how you will get great success or solid income in your bag. Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much, Brother Tama, Sister Gay, for your final message there to everyone. And yes, let's invite everyone to come in tomorrow. It's very important for everyone to be tuning and learn more and share more, and yes, build your successful business together. One thing that I want to repeat again, if the company want to give up, they wouldn't be last until today. They already gave up a long time ago, a few years ago. And today we still here, we build, and that is what I love about this company. They are not give up easily, and their mindset, and they want this to be success, and that is something that we need to be trust and follow the process, ladies and gentlemen. So here is the vehicle for all of you to start making big money. Let's tune in tomorrow 8 p.m. At late time, and then we can learn together, and yet we will find out how we can making big money together, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, and we will see you tomorrow. See you then. See you, Sister Gay, Brother
Good
Tama.
night. Good night.
all.
Good night.